Kia ora and welcome to Crafter Artosaurus. My name's Paula and today is Wednesday and I'm going to do a little egg ornament, fingers crossed, this is what this is going to turn into, for my birch tree just down in my family end. So I've drawn very roughly on this piece of felt a rabbit of sorts. It'll get there. As I keep on drawing it, it'll get slightly better. Fingers crossed. Of the pattern. So this is just a template for a fabric ball, and all I've done is I've actually cut the template for the fabric ball with the what do you call it, with the bit that you usually fold under, and then halfway up I've gone on an angle and I've gone into the bit that is the correct line for the fabric ball, the selvage edge on the outside, I guess. I've forgotten the name of it. On each I've done, excuse me, I've done 2 of these, and as you can see it's not exact, but it is felt, and felt gives me a lot of leeway, I feel. So yeah, so now we're just going to draw a bunny, and it's a really simple bunny. So yeah, I was kind of thinking, oh, bunny, how do I draw a bunny? So I've really got really simple. So it's basically a circle, and I'm coming around, just coming around, keep on that circle shape. It's a bit better on the other one. Oh dear, the first one I tried. There we go. So there's the bunny back, and there's the bunny's tail, and then from there, so that's the bunny's body. And now I'm just going to give a hint of the bunny's head. So I just want to come in, and a bunny's head is quite pointy, so that's kind of what I'm doing. It's just a pointy bunny's head. Gives me an idea of where the bunny is, and then it comes back a bit, and then we have cute little bunny ears, and I think the bunny ears are going to be the same on all of them, oversized and overly dramatic, because that's me this morning. I'm feeling oversized and overly dramatic, and preferably not too round, because then it's going to look like a mouse. I just realized that. And then of course a bunny eye. So yeah, it kind of looks like a bunny. It's there once I stitch it. Ow, that hurt. Don't know what that was. Once I stitch it, it'll definitely get better. So yeah, it's kind of there. And again, I'm doing it on the white one as well. I've got 3 different colors. I've got eggshell blue, a lovely light yellow, and a white. And I'm hoping to, because I've done 6 little templates of the ball shapey thing. Yeah, I'm the worst person to do this, aren't I? Oh dear. Maybe I should start at the back. I'm just wondering here, if I start at the back and come around, yep, that's a better angle for me, and come around quite a bit. So because it's one of those pens you can iron off, erasable pens, it's rather fabulous, and I can just play then, because I like playing with shapes. I haven't done a lot of drawing lately, so I'm feeling like I'm kind of a little bit out of practice for it, but that's okay. It's all the fun things we do. And then a head, and then some little, I don't think I've given myself enough room. That's the problem here. So maybe I'll have this ear coming down and over. Oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, I won't be doing that. Okay, we'll go bunny ear coming out, bunny ear coming up. Well, there we go. Slightly better, and an eye. There. And the other ones I'm going to throw some flowers or something on. I'm not sure. So we've got, there's our 3 templates. So it'll go that, and then this will be joined on. Hopefully it's going to make a ball. And then a bunny will be joined on there, and then it'll be a plain yellow one, and then the white one with the bunny on it, and then the blue plain one. Then it'll all join together, and before you know it, we'll have an egg. Fingers crossed. I'll do one of these bunnies with you, and then I'm going to go away and have a go at doing bunnies, and I'll work out the flower pattern while I'm away doing that, and then we can come back and we'll do one of these together. So yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I'm a bit up in the air, I feel. So let me just grab some threads. Okay, I've kind of picked out 3 pastel-y colours: 225, 967, 3370. One's a cream, one's a kind of a light salmon colour maybe, and the other one's a light kind of pinky colour. So yeah, and then I'm just going to put these, there we go. See, each one has a colour, so each bunny will be done. I'm going to do the yellow one online because I'm very excited. I want to see if this is going to work. I've never really, well, I've done stitching on felt, but not like this, so it's quite intriguing to me. I'm experimenting with you all yet again. I seem to do this a lot online. I experiment, and I thought it would be kind of fun just to give it a go, see what we end up with. You never quite know where you're going to go on a path, are you? Especially a stitchy pathway. So yeah, and I'm also debating maybe I can put some flowers on with the bunnies. Maybe I'm just doing a back stitch, quick, simple, easy. Yeah, I like the thought of that. And then maybe I could do a little bunny here in between, I'm wondering, so it could be nice. There we go. Coming across to the other side, and because this is on felt, it gives me loads and loads of leeway on what I can do. And also when I go to stitch it, it's going to be, oh, fingers crossed I'm saying this, it's going to be really easy. I hope this isn't going to be one of those ones where I've thought of something and before I know it I'm laughing my head off because it's not working, which happens from time to time. It really does. I'm in a kind of a light mode frame at the moment with I'm kind of liking this pastel-y colour, especially for Easter. I don't know why. Years ago I would never have put nice pastel colours together. I think it all started when I got my when I got my Ohuhu pastel set. All of a sudden everything had to be pastel. I just loved it. And I still love my Ohuhu pastel set. I think it's the nicest set of alcohol pens that I own. I just think it's really, really cute. They're fantastic to use. I'm wondering now if I want more than one colour on here. I'm just, yeah, part of me's going, maybe it would be nice if I mix the colours, Paula, if you mix them. So I don't know. Yep, things go through my mind as I stitch away. But I think I will stay with one colour, and the ones in between can just have lots of lovely little flowers stitched into them, which will be gorgeous to do. Love making little flowers. So yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Been busy kind of doing bits and pieces. I spent most of last night, which is a shocking thing to say, doing this rather, if I must say, which I am going to myself, rather awesome, what would you call, envelope, fabric envelope for my hexies to live in. So yeah, I spent most of yesterday on that in between a few other little things I needed to get done, and it was lovely. I love making little containers and that sort of thing. It was really, really quick. So Create and Craft with Christine did a wonderful pocket there that you can put your hexies in. Mine's slightly bigger. I'll show you tomorrow, but I've followed her pattern and gone a little bit off script. So, but not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, but I think today's video, this is going to be long enough on its own. Oh, that is so cute. Yep, no, that looks like bunny ears. That was the biggest thing, you know, is it going to be bunny ears or not? So, yep, and I do like this colour on this yellow. So, just going in a few places. Snippety snip snip. I've only got my big scissors with me. And take that one off. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing with the inside. I just need to get my ort container. It's behind a few things there. Oh, I could also put some buttons on. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I could fill one up with buttons. Oh, that would be very fun. Yep, I might put buttons on. And I could put lace on another one. That would be really sweet. You see, so each one can be slightly different in between. I wonder if the buttons could be flowers. I think that would be rather sweet. I've got lots of little buttons. I can see them in front of me. I'm thinking I might just use the buttons and just do a little flower garden on each little one in between. I guess it should all be the same. I'm not sure now. I'm umming and ahhing to myself. Now, this is going to be, the head's going to be the tricky thing because I've done that the worst, I feel. Yeah, the head isn't the best. So, ow. And whatever you do, don't put the pointy bit into your finger. Because trust me, this girl says it hurts. That's okay. Just some free advice for you all. You know, you can be awed and inspired by that one. Oh dear. There we go. Looking lovely. I came out before and my front door was wide open. I thought, oh my goodness, did I leave that open? I remember the cat, you know, has a little snack first thing in the morning, as kitty cats are inclined to do. Snackety snack snack, yum yum yum. You know, I've been outside all night chasing wildlife around and scaring it to death. I don't think so. I don't think our cat is that adventurous, to tell you the truth. Oh, that's awful. But that's the truth of the matter. He is not that adventurous at all. So, yeah, not that worried about the wildlife around here. Oh, so, yep. So I gave him a snack and everything, and he was kind of walking around the house looking a little bit lost. I opened the front door, shot out. I remember kind of closing it. See, I say kind of closing it. I'm not quite sure now. Oh, dear. The things we think of. So, yep. So, but it came in and the front door was wide open. I thought, oh, I thought I closed that. But we've got a new door on the front of the house, and it's got these special little codes you've got to put in to get in and out, or you've got a little card. It's all very fancy smancy. Husband did a wonderful job on it. So yeah, hopefully the latch hasn't come loose or something. Look at this. I'm now you know, giving him grief, aren't I? No, he did a wonderful job. He did that while I was away doing something. I can't remember what, but yep. Well, this looks rather sweet actually. I just want to give it a little bit of a tummy going out like it's been fed. And now I'm going all quiet. So darn relaxing again. As soon as you get the needle and thread out, you just relax, don't you? Slow right down. Crazy busy morning. Haven't walked the dog yet because it was absolutely pouring down with rain when I normally would take her for a walk. So I need to, it's just stopped now. So I'll finish this one with you, and then I might walk the dog and finish off all these other ones, which will be good for me. So this bit here. Oh yeah, see, that's looking quite bunny already. So that's good. I'm doing something right. Do I want to put a brat for its eye? No, I don't think I do. I just want it to be all stitched. I think that would be the nicest thing. Just coming around in a circle. I'm not exactly following my line because I'm not happy with the circle down here. It's not very circular. I can see that. But I find felt very hard to stitch on. And I'm hoping I've done this kind of in the middle of the egg. I think I have. I'm also vigorously trying to remember all the eggs Corrine was looking at when she was over in... I think she found them when she was in Vegas in these second-hand stores. So I'll link to Corrine's channel because I'm talking about her, and she's just been to Italy. Oh, beautiful lace she's bought on holiday. So yep. And I also love the one where she went to Japan and did all those classes. Oh my goodness. Yep. That's when this girl decided I needed to get over my fear of flying, and you know, I want to go to Japan. I want to do the stitching classes. It would be so fun. And also I really want to go to Australia and do one of their lovely sewing classes, and it wouldn't be that long in the year. And maybe I could, you see, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could do a train trip while I'm over there. They've got this wonderful train trip over there, and I'd really love to do that. But I don't think any of the classes are around when, I don't know. I think the train goes at certain times of year, and you go from up the top there and you come all the way down. Yeah, and you get to see, I call it Ayers Rock, but the names change. Ulagarum or Ulagarum, or anyway, the big rock in the middle that, was it Princess Diana who walked up there? Or I remember a picture of one of the royals, you know, being up there. And so, yep, it'd be nice to stand on ground where the royals have been. You know, we're obviously not going to get them here in New Zealand. But for one thing, we're miles and miles away. I think Princess Anne comes over here a little bit. Something to do with the horses. So yeah, but I've never been out and around where she has been when she's travelled over, and I don't know if I'd stand outside in the sun or the rain and wave as she went past in a car. I don't think I would. I'm just not that sort of person. Yeah, I like them, you know, but I can say that our taxes aren't paying their wage. Oh dear. I might do the tail another colour. That could be fun, just the tail. Is it? Maybe it needed to come. No, I think that looks nice. It's kind of a little bit modern, which is what I like at the moment. I like this modern way of drawing where you're just doing lines. Yeah, I do like that. So we'll just keep on coming around, and then just there we'll start to go out over here. There, see, it's not that bad. What shall we do with the tail? Oh, I'm just tying off a few times. This is just an ornament, so you know, not life and death or anything like that. If it comes undone, it comes undone. Should we have a little bit of grass under the bunny? I'm not sure. Oh, let's think here. I think I might just do stitches out around the bunny tail. I can do a little French knot for his little eye. And then once I give this a blast with a heat gun or an iron or something, all that ink will fade away and we won't see it. So that's a really simple little way of doing a bunny. Oh, actually, I'm quite happy. Very happy. I might just give the tail up here an extra long piece. Oh, I'm playing yarn chicken and I won. Oh, cute bunny. Yeah, I think it needs a few tufts of grass coming out and maybe a little flower. So I'll just thread this through the back here a little bit. And I also want to give a little eye. Just need a little bit of thread, not too much, just for a French knot. I guess an Easter bunny would have Easter eggs with it, but I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking more kind of, I want flowers on it and cute littleness. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Just a little French knot. I'm going to do 3 wraparounds because I'm into 3 at the moment. Oh, there we go. And just here at the end of the eye, I'm just going to go out a bit. So it looks like it's got little eyelashes. I guess that makes it a girl bunny, but I quite like that. And one from the bottom here coming in. Oh, very cute. Yep, no, love that. A bit of a mess now at the back, but like I said, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not going all the way through in the felt, and hopefully, yeah, you can't see it at the front there. So yeah, just picking up a few strands of it. Now I'm going to get a green. See, that was just right. Let me grab a bit of green. The multicolour green, this could be fun. Quite like that. I'm into multicolours at the moment. Just, this is kind of like a woolen one, this one. It's quite nice. I quite like stitching with these woolen ones. So yeah, it's something you can find from time to time here in New Zealand. So I'm sure you can find them. If we've got them here, you must have them in your country too. So yeah. And from the blade going out, and from the blade, from out coming into the blade, I feel now. Oh dear. Yep. And I'm going to leave that on because I want to do a lovely little flower here. I've got a nice pink that's never been used, so I might as well try this, surely. I've got a green and a pink, and I can use those on the other ones. And from there, what sort of flower do I want? Oops, that wasn't a great knot. The end of that needle felt fine. It's funny. So I think I want it just here, and I'm just going to do a daisy chain coming out from the center. Leaving it quite loose, that's okay. Another daisy chain behind that daisy chain coming out. And then coming back down to where all of these meet. Whoops. There we go. Another daisy chain coming out over here. And a daisy chain going over the bunny would be quite sweet, I feel. To there. And if I can, just another little daisy chain here. Coming up and over. There we go. And even though it's pink and it's the same colour, I'm going to try and do one of those wraparound things that I'm quite enjoying at the moment. Cast on stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cast on stitch onto my needle, pulling it through, making certain it's all nice, and then going straight down into all of that mess there in the center, which should give me a very interesting center, which it did. Oh, I'm thrilled with that. I'm really thrilled with that. Yep. Oh my goodness, that was super quick and easy. I've still got this little bit of pink here, so I'll put that with the pink thread. I don't know if I'll necessarily do a flower with each little bunny. I might. I'm thinking that's really, really cute. Thread the needle. There we go. And you see how it didn't thread all the way through? Hoping like crazy I can pull it, and I can. There we go. I'm going to go just there, come down to the flower. Well, actually I might go, no, yeah, come down to the flower. Oh, yep. Come down to the grass, comes down to the flower. And if I can, I'm just going to stitch that down in places, holding it in place, couching, and then the bottom. Do I want leaves? I'm not sure. I think that would be too much. Yep, no, I like that. That's very simple, and you see this bit here will be underneath, so you might not see all that green, but you'll definitely see the bunny, and that'll be at the top. I think it's going to work, fingers crossed. And so I'm just going to go away and do the other 3 bunnies, and I'll work out some flower patterns on 2 of them, and I'll do 1 flower pattern with you all, and then we'll stitch her up, and that'll be today's video. So I'll be back shortly. Bunnies are done, and they're looking really, really cute. So there's the yellow one, so cute, which we did on screen, and all that's changed is I've taken out the blue erasable pen, which can come back apparently if I put it in a freezer, but this bunny's never going to go in the freezer. The lovely white one, which I am thrilled with. The flowers are slightly different on each bunny. I just thought it would be fun. So yeah, loving that one. And then of course the blue one, which is so sweet. I think this is my favorite flower. So yep, love the blue one. So I've worked out my flower patterns on my 3 panels that I'm going to class as in between the bunnies, and I think that's a rather sweet flower. All I'm using is these multicolour woolen threads. So this green has done everything here, and I'm using the pink, the blue, and of course a yellow. No gas surprise there from anyone, I am sure. So I'm going to finish off this one, like I said, online with you right here. It's super easy, it really is, because these are so little. Oh, I've got a tape measure beside me, so here we go. How many centimeters long are they? They're about 11 centimeters long, and at their widest they're 4.5 centimeters across. So they are just teeny tiny little bits of fun. Yeah, I don't know, I seem to like teeny tiny little bits of fun. I find it quite it's because it's such a small project, I'm doing it so quickly, I'm finding it very relaxing. It's not, I guess I'm thinking, oh, it's not very green, but once I put it on the yellow, the green shows through, so you can see it here. There we go. Ow! Don't put the pointy end into your finger. Oh dear, I seem to be doing that a lot at the moment. So what I found easiest was doing the middle stem. So I just kind of thought, oh yeah, that's long enough. See, and I just go how high I think I would like. So none of these are all exactly the same, but the patterns are the same. So I thought that would make everything look cohesive. I sure hope it does. And then just 2 little bits of grass coming down beside the stem. So that could either be leaves or grass, but in my mind I'm thinking grass. Yep, I've grassed it on up, and then just coming out over to the side. I'm leaving a little kind of gap at the side. I think that's where I'm sewing, and I'm just a bit worried about impacting on the sewing, and I just go up as high as I feel like it. Like I said, nothing here is really matchy other than the flowers, and then the flowers aren't too matchy because quite frankly the colored threads, they change color, the threads, so that seems to be giving me a nice different look to things, which I quite like. So just think it needs to come out over here as well. Yep. And then bits of grass at the bottom again. And then the last one on the other side is exactly the same as this one. I am just going to have fun taking it to the side. Hopefully, I don't think I'm very straight across the bottom there. I'm not being exact. I'm not going to draw a line either. Yeah, I'm not that excited. This one goes to about there, I feel. And then this to hold it down. I'm going to run out of thread though. I pulled on the thread, which isn't good. There we go. I like it quite loose when I do this sort of thing. I don't know why, I just do. I'm just going to tie off in the back here because I just need a bit more thread. And it might change colour on me. Don't care. It's just a little bit of fun. It really is. It's such a neat little project. In fact, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Oh, I've got to go over and do those flowers, so I need a bit more. The leaves I didn't do on the outer one on the other side. And again, because it's woolen, it's kind of, it can be a bit hard to thread. So just take your time if you're using a woolen thread. So I got these off, I think, oh, I can't remember if it was, oops, up the wrong way. Was it Temu? I don't know. But I got these ages ago, and I've been using them in class and that sort of thing. And I liked them so much in class that I thought, I want to get some for myself. So I did. And they were on special. Maybe it was Temu. It could have been. I'll have to look back and have a look. Going out to this side. And then doing the other side, which I might do a bit longer because I feel like it. And then I just need to come over to this one over here, and there are just a few little, I've decided to put leaves over here just to make it look a little bit different. So to do that, all I'm doing is a daisy chain, and I'm adding a little bit on the end. So yeah, I thought it looked cute the first time I did it, so I've stuck with what I've enjoyed. A little bit of Cleo's, no, that can't be Cleo, it's black. It must be Cinder. Oh, she's asleep at the moment. He is asleep, I mean. He's snuggled down on one of the beds inside here. So there we go. So that's all my stems done. It just made it easier for me to get the stems done first. I don't know why this time. Usually I'd do flowers and then add stems in, but I just put the stems down and it seemed to make things go a lot quicker. Right, and so there we go. There are all the stems of the flowers. Like I said, it's really, really simple, very quick. Now, for this flower over here, which is the one I've been doing first, I've been using the yellow part of the can't thread the pointy end, Paula, off this thread, and it seems to be working a treat. It's giving me a little bit of I just like it. I don't know how much. Oh, to see, the yellow might get lost. I'm going to give it a go anyway. You know, I'm using yellow. That's what I'm doing. All I'm doing here is a lovely pistol stitch, wrapping around twice. 1, 2, trying not to go past that kind of inch mark I've got happening there for this bit, and putting on, I think it's 5. Okay, I made a slight little mistake there. My pistol stitch was terribly done. 1, 2, putting it in, hold on to the end and tighten it, and hold and keep that end tightened in your hand. I let go before and it was a terrible mess. So yep, trying to, and I just need to do 5 pistol stitch, so it's not too bad. Wrapping around twice, pulling on that end and bringing it in. I just want a smaller one in here, still wrapping around twice, and another small pistol stitch just in here. Cleo's come to the door. We might have someone here. I'll go and have a look in a little bit. There we go. That looks great. I'm just going to fix up the back, and I'm grabbing both of these ends because I know I've done something wrong somewhere. I just can't remember which end, and I'm going to thread around each end. There we go. Now that's the yellow flowers done, and to do the little the kind of, I don't know what you call that bit there, I guess it's part of the stamen that holds the flower together. To do the head there of that, I'm going to use the brown on the multicolour yellow, and these are quite nice long pieces of colour, which is rather nice. And all I'm going to do is a long stitch down to there, and I'm just going to keep on doing that. I start on the outside over here, and I come over to the stitch I was just at, coming up through where those two meet, coming down somewhere here, and coming between these ones here, and I want to come between these two here very carefully. It is a little bit fiddly, but I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, so I don't mind that it's a little bit fiddly. And I just feel like this bit here has gone astray, so I'm just going to pull it over and going over the stamen again, the stalk, sorry, and there we go. There's my flower. So it's basically the same, so they're all just a little bit different, I guess, but I don't know if this will matter when I go to do it up. Now I don't think I'm going to get any more out of that brown, so I'm going to get rid of that. I didn't use the blue. Oh yes, I did. That's not going to be enough, so I'm just grabbing a new bit out. And from this one I come and do the middle, and I just kind of, the blue one on the edge is just loads of French knots. But this is quite simple. I've got the nice dark end here, which I kind of like that more. So this one's all nice and dark, and I just like that more. And all I've done is a daisy chain out from here. Sometimes a good daisy chain, sometimes a bad daisy chain, so yeah, I don't think it matters that much. It's just the effect I'm going for of 5 petals out from the middle. 2. My husband's home for lunch, and that's the noise you can hear in the background behind me. 3. 4. 'Just bringing it up next door to the other one. And just another one as well. And you can see how the colour on the flowers just starting to slightly change now. And it will definitely change when we get to the middle, which will be rather sweet. So there we go, we've got 5. And then all I'm doing in the middle here is just going through everything. Oh, it just feels like I'm off a little bit. And I'm just doing a overcast stitch. First of all, I need to come up, which would help, wouldn't it? The thread was on the wrong side of the piece. So there we go. And I'm just doing an overcast stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pulling through, holding onto those stitches in the bottom there. My needle's all stuck. Must have gone through the knot. Oh, there we go. Yep, I most certainly did. I could feel something there. I'm just pushing down the overcast stitch, and I am encouraging it to go that way, so you can kind of see how it's making a lovely hoop, but I want it to go upward. And I just come over to the other side, just there, and I pull it through, and there we go. And I think that's rather sweet, and it will look nice once it's all stuffed out, a little bit 3D-ish. Which brings us to the very last flower. See, it's a nice, quick, easy project once you get going. And you could change these panels if you wanted to. You don't have to have them all exactly the same as I have here. You can have different flowers and everything. I just thought this would be quicker to show everyone. I think I want to start off with a light colour, so I'm just going to get a little bit of this light colour on. threading the needle. Put a knot in the end. And now it's just a case of French knotting. That's all I did on this. So yeah, you know me, I love my French knots. So wrap around twice, go back down next door to where I came up, pull the end to tighten the French knot, and away we go. I just want another one here. I've done 3 across on the bottom, and I've taken that up for a while. Then I've gone 2 across, and then I've done a few French knots with just 1 wrap around to give it a different texture further up, but not at the bottom here. Everything's wrapped around twice. And I want that nice light colour. It doesn't bother me if the, well, it's not concerning me, I guess I should say, if the French knot isn't exact. It's a fun little flower, lupin, I think they call it. These grow in Arthur's Pass, wild. It's beautiful. There's a whole field of lupins. The dock, which is a the New Zealand thing to help, well, I guess they say they help the environment, you know, but they don't really. They took them all out, but it was a big tourist attraction. All these people would stop and take a picture there at Arthur's Pass of all these lovely lupins. So they killed them all. Yep, they sprayed them, which isn't good. 1080'd them. And unfortunately for them, and happily for the rest of New Zealand, they've grown back. So it's looking really nice again. There's nothing there. It's a river that that floods, and it gets big and it gets small, and there's a little bit of grasses. But because of in Arthur's Pass where it is, it doesn't have any special trees or anything like that. It's just got scrub bits and pieces, and the gorse is growing wild there, which doesn't look great. So yeah, I'm not this I know we got the gorse to help us with our farm hedges and all of that. People from Scotland brought them over when they came to New Zealand, and they used them further down Southland. It looks lovely, all the gorse hedges. It's really, really cold there. So it suits that area. But then when you come further south past Dunedin, all of a sudden the gorse has become unmanageable, and it's just too warm. It's just too warm. So the gorse has taken over. So yeah, it's kind of sad in a way, but that's okay. Life. So this is where things get a little bit whatever I feel like kind of doing, I do. I still don't know what I'm going to sew everything up with. I'm tempted to use a yellow. So I think I most probably will end up using a nice light yellow on everything, just because it brings happiness into the little egg. So I'm just doing 1 French knot, wrapping around twice and doing 1. Pulling my thread away. And now I'm going to wrap around the needle once. So I guess if you didn't want to do French knots, you're not good at wrapping around once, you could do a colonial knot. But I'm not very good at colonial knots. So yeah, I guess you're either a French knot person or you're a colonial knot person, really. So Christine makes the colonial knots look really, really super easy. Create and Craft with Christine, and she's also got a tutorial out on how you can do the different stitches in A to Z, which is lots of fun to watch too. So if you're new to slow stitching, that might be a fun watch for you. You can join in with her and make a little A to Z needle book of your own. I went out and bought one just to remind me of different stitches, but it seemed to stick to a few dedicated ones. So yeah, you get addicted to a few, and they're your go-to stitches. And I think French knots always been my go-to stitch. Just doing one. We're nearly finished, and we can start joining this baby Easter egg up. I might leave a little bit of a gap here. Oh, another one there. And that's how quick it is to do one of these little segments. And you've seen by the first one how quick it was to do the bunny. So there we go. Doesn't that look cute? I think it looks adorable. So yep, I'm happy. Just need to tie off in the back here. Right, and I'll throw that piece away. So I've got 3 bunnies and 3 of those. Right, I've got them out of my desk so I can bunny, flower, bunny. Oops, then I will have, see, I've got these 2 close together. That was just as well. So now when I join them up, fingers crossed, it should be nice and sweet and rather cool. I'm just going to press pause and I'll be back after I've had a cup of tea. I've decided to use I guess it's a blanket stitch, buttonhole stitch, to join the pieces together. Sorry about that. My husband was home, I was chatting away, and the next thing I knew I was joining everything together. It happens. So yep, so I've come on camera to show you how I'm joining it very badly indeed. You know, so it's just a basic buttonhole stitch. It's not a blanket stitch, because if it was a blanket stitch, it would be making a V. So yeah, and also there would be 2 pieces of thread on this side. There's only 1, ergo it's a buttonhole, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. And it's just making a line across the top like you would when you have a lovely buttonhole when you do things. So this is also used in hardanger. So yeah, it's one of those versatile stitches that's used quite a bit by hand stitches to bring things together. So yeah, there we go, getting back into the swing of things. It's a little bit fiddly because it's such a small piece, but I am enjoying myself doing it. So, and my gluten-free muffins are out for delivery, so I still haven't had any lunch because I thought, no, I'm going to wait for them. My tummy's rumbling, rumble. My husband said, I wouldn't wait for them, I'd eat lunch. And I'm like, no, I'm going to wait for them because I really want muffin. I like the thought of sitting down with a nice muffin and a cup of tea. Okay, I'm on my last edge of the egg, which sounds rather fancy, doesn't it? Edge of the egg. I really enjoyed this whole project. It's been fairly quick, really. Yeah, it's just a little past 1, nearly finished. It didn't take long once I got into, what would I say, the swing of doing the buttonhole again. Yeah, I have done a lot of buttonholing in my life. I used to do quite a bit of hardanger there, and all of my hardanger pieces had buttonhole around the outside of it. I just like the buttonhole finish. Even when the pattern didn't call for it, I would do a buttonhole finish. And we're about ready to stuff. I'm beginning to think it's not going to be an egg. It's going to be a circle. It's a circle ornament, but I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit egg-like. I think all the little characters on it look so cute, and I love all the different little bits of stitching. So yeah, I'm just waiting to kind of get a bit further down, because that's me. I'm thinking, how much do I need to? I think if I go down to about there, it shouldn't take very long for me to travel down to there. My gluten-free muffins have just arrived also, so I can go and have me lunch. I was determined to wait for them. My husband's like, no, go, eat something, you'll get hangry. But no, I was determined. I thought, no, because whatever I eat, it's going to cause me some stomach issues, and I know that this won't. So yep, a nice cup of tea, sit down with a muffin is exactly what this girl is after, to finishing this day, well, this morning off. So yeah, not too far off now. I can see a little bit of the pen here just coming through, so what I can do is hit this with the hairdryer, and that'll get rid of any pen markings. You can hear the rain most probably. We're in a got a bit of a rain watch happening here on the coast. Most of New Zealand's under it. Oh, there we go, getting very close. So darn cute, actually. I'm really impressed. I didn't realise that just putting a little bit of stitching onto a piece of felt would be so effective. And yeah, I do love all my different bunnies. Yeah, some of them are a little bit chubbier or a little bit thinner than others, and I don't think that matters at all. Yeah, it gives it character. And I like that the flowers are all the same. They're on a different background, so they look slightly different. So, yep. I think I'm going to start stuffing it now. Oh, the moment of truth when we start stuffing it, whether or not it's going to be an egg or a circle or just a little ornament. So let's find out. We'll give it some character now. And I think... Oops. Oh, look at this. I've managed to get a bit of thread in amongst that. Put that in over there. I can't. Oh, feeling a bit unsure about it. A bit nervous. I'm thinking, oh, I really want an egg, but it's okay if it's a circle. I can do it again and try and make another egg. Maybe it's a number 8 egg. Oh dear. About the same amount again, I feel. Just grabbing a handful out and going for it. I don't feel like there's enough stuffing in it. Maybe if I'd used 4 segments instead of 6, I think that would work. It would definitely be an egg shape then if I'd only used 4 segments, but of course I used 6. I followed the pattern. So yep, I can always do another one and just use 4 segments, which would be a lot more eggy like I'm feeling. But doesn't it just bring it all to life? It's looking so cool. I actually really like it. So yeah, but I'm happy. I'm happy. So different to anything else I've ever made, which is kind of exciting. So yep, when I do a new piece of artwork, I always get this exciting feeling, and I'm getting the same feeling when I'm doing the stitching now, so that's really neat. You don't want to be too predictable in your life, do you? Everyone comes around, you know, everything's always the same. No, just, you know, change things up a little bit. And I think I will stitcheroo her up, which is going to be so darn easy. And will I put a button at the top and the bottom? I was thinking of putting a button at the top and the bottom, but now I'm not so sure. Actually, I think if my segments were longer, it would be more egg shape. Ooh. Things that make you go, But it doesn't bother me that it's a circle either. It's so darn cute. It's a little bit eggy, I feel. It's like, you know, a number 8 or maybe a number 10. I don't know. This last one has been most probably the hardest one to stitch up, but I don't know. It's also kind of exciting because everything's coming together. It's now got personality. It's got the feeling of something's gone here, you know. So yeah. Yes, I think if you did 4, it would be egg-like, more egg-like. It's just because there's 6. I suppose I could take 2 away. I'm not going to. No. Didn't go through there. Bring it all together. There we go. Well, it's definitely an Easter ornament, so that's kind of fun. I'm just going to go across to the white and bring those 2 together a bit. Go across to the yellow, bring the yellows together a bit. I'm just bringing all this bottom together a little bit. There we go. Do the white again, I feel. What do you think? Yep. And maybe also the blue. Oh, it is rather sweet. I do like it quite a bit. Yeah, it's so darn sweet. What do you think? Don't you think it just looks really sweet? Yep, I love it. Love. I'm going to put a button in the button. Oh dear. Maybe I should use a yo-yo. Oh, hang on. I've got the kissing bunnies. You know I'm going to look for the kissing bunnies. It's one of these. Oh, look. I think I like that. I'm just going to have to tie this off. I suppose I should put that on the top. It's too big for the top. Yeah, no, I think these are too big for the top. Does it really need anything there? Not quite sure. I think it could do with a button or something on the bottom here. I just need a bit more thread than what I've got. So I've tied it off, pulling it quite taut, and see it just pops back in. Right, buttons. I'm not going to use the yo-yos, they're too big. Oh, and I can use a little heart button. Look, there's a little heart button. I think there's most probably another one at the top here somewhere. Yep, 2 different heart buttons, one for the top, one for the bottom. So we'll do the bottom first. What's this? I can see that's a pin. Put it in the pin cushion. Well, then this is also bringing in a little bit of Valentine's, which is quite sweet. You can just see. Oh, it's a bird. Birdity bird bird. What a way. Oh, that's too big. It's always nice to have a little button jar just to dip into. Let's have a look here. It's like using a sewing machine, go over the same place a few times. There we go. Quite like the thought of I think I might want something a bit bigger on the bottom. So let me, oh, hang on. Well, that could be rather sweet, couldn't it? Oh, actually, I quite like that. Is there more than one there? It seems like it. Let me just see if I can prise these apart. Yep, there was. Okay. Quite like you. I'm going to put you on the bottom. And I hope to be able to go through here, out the other side. Oh, it's a little bit hard, but it's not too bad. And then I can come up and come down. Like so. And then come through. And through again. And through again. There we go. Like a little balloon, isn't it? Balloon of happiness. And we just need a button on the top. Don't tie a knot on it, Paula. I can see a rather cool button over here. So I'm just going to empty the jar out. Oh dear. Oh, it's not a button. that's okay. Things that make you go, There wasn't a button, it was just that. So that's not very good. But there is a cute little button here. So I just need to get a little bit of this so I can tie it on my lovely birch tree. And find the middle. Oops. Right, what was I up to? Oh, that's right, I was putting this on the bottom. So I put a knot in here and oh dear, this could be the worst idea ever. It's the top, sorry, I'm not even at the bottom, I'm at the top. Oh dear, not with it at all, am I? No, I'm hungry, that's why. Muffins are here and I want to eat them. Oh dear, oh dear. Here we go, just a couple of stitches. Chop this off. And the button can come on. Oh, a butterfly would be rather sweet. Yeah, no, I'm doing a butterfly. Sorry, changed my mind. Shouldn't have seen that from a distance, should I? Oh dear, oh dear. Butterfly. Butterflies going on. Just a few little stitches through here. Hopefully I'm still in shot. Did I press record? I think I did. I did press record, sorry. Picked the camera up to have a look at it. Phone, you know. I'm fancy here. Yeah, nothing but the best for me. I'm actually rather excited. I can't wait to see this one on the tree. I just think it's going to look so different. Here we go. And somehow I need to be able to tie it off. There we go. And needle through, coming out the side somewhere, preferably not where my finger is. It's right next door to my finger. Pulling tight. And that can tie her up. I think I might tie her up like so. Yeah. So there we go. I'm just going to let you look at each little side. So there's the white, which is so cute. The yellow with the flowers on, which is rather neat. The blue with the bunny. I think this was my favourite bunny in the end. This is the one I messed up drawing. So yeah, really happy. Love the flowers on here. The yellow bunny. I love this flower here by the yellow bunny. And then the blue. And we're back again to the white. Such a cool bunny. Oh, I'm so happy. So yes, I'm going to hang this up on the tree. Oh, there's the bottom. And there's the top now. And it's definitely not an egg. I got that wrong. But oh, do I care? No, I don't. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. and I'll see you tomorrow for a catch up. All right, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.